Hey guys, it's Coretti with Lakeview Medium and Tarot. And today I'm going to try to catch up on a couple of videos and some Instagram and all that jazz because it is a Wednesday and so my eldest niece is in preschool. My two children are in school and I only have my littlest niece and she's watching the Paw Patrol on TV right now. So it gives me the opportunity to kind of catch up on some stuff. While I'm sitting down and drinking my coffee while I'm taking a break from work. So I thought I'd catch up on some videos. And the first one I kind of want to do is part of the tarot tag or year of the tarot tag that Arwen kind of started. I think it was in March or in April. And last month, so for May, Jesse Huntenberg introduced us with a tarot tag for that month. And so for the month of June, Chase over at Two of Owls is responsible for the month of June. And so if you see me looking this way, it's because my notes are over here on the side. And so he came up with a hashtag or a tarot tag, and it's hashtag storytimetarot. It's just 4 questions. Excuse me. I will link the. I will add the link to I will add the link in the description down below to his video because he has the 4 questions, and it's more for the reason of the 4th question because it's really fun and he gives a bit of a description of what he's kind of asking, which is it's a fun question. It's a fun question. So. Question number 1 is speak of a time when tarot was there for you in the best way. For me, I think tarot was there for me in the best way when I was first gifted a tarot deck. When I was 15, I think it was 15, that's too long ago, 15. My mom gifted me my first tarot deck. And I think for me that was the best way tarot was there for me is by introducing itself into my life, and it changed my path completely. I think it wouldn't have opened as many doors as if I had just continued with my intuitive readings the way I was doing them. So for me, that was the best way. I'm going to try to keep this short and simple so it doesn't take too long. Question number 2. Speak of a time when tarot was there for you in the worst way. For me, in the worst way was probably one of the times my mom had gone to Portugal, and she had gone to see a psychic, medium, tarot, intuitive lady, bruxa, whatever you want to call them, in Portugal when she was there. And the lady in her cards saw a death within the family happening within that year. And it was in the middle of the summer, so there's maybe, 5 months left within that year. And so she had predicted a death in the family within that year. And I think 2 months later or 3 months later, my mom's uncle passed away. So for me, that's probably one of the worst times. I know it has come up for me myself when I'm doing somebody's tarot cards, when I'm doing a tarot reading for somebody. I've had similar things pop up, and I try to ignore it, or I try to look at it differently. But when it really is something that needs to be spoken about, I do try to pass on those types of messages gently, and I try to word them in a way where it doesn't freak out a person, because the last thing you want really to read, when you go to a tarot reader is, well, somebody's going to die in your family. So yeah, for me that's definitely one of the worst ways I think I've ever had tarot kind of come to me as. Yeah. Question number 3. What type of reader would you consider yourself to be when reading yourself or others? Storyteller, motivational speaker, coach, lover, or fraidy cat? I am definitely a therapist, a counselor, a coach at times for sure. For me, because I'm more of a medium than I am of a tarot expert, I kind of have to be a little bit on the sensitive side. And so I'm used to doing that whole therapist, counselor type of person where I will give as much counsel and give as much comfort as I can. Obviously, there are some topics when a client comes to have a reading that are more sensitive than others, obviously. So, yeah, I'm going to say therapist / counselor / coach is where I would see myself as, even when doing readings for myself. Definitely a therapist when I'm doing readings for myself. Definitely a therapist. Okay, question number 4. I love this question. Pull a card and start to tell a story with it. After a couple of sentences, pull another card to keep the story going. After another couple of sentences, pull a third card to give the story a happy or not so happy ending. So this is literally just looking at the picture and seeing the picture as what it is. Not the card interpretation at all, but literally just like Pictionary? Like that Pictionary type of game. You try to... Pictionary? Sure. This is kind of what I do when I'm on writer's block and I'm stuck writing a short story, or when I'm working on my novel. If I don't know where my main character is going, or I'm stuck on the description of emotions or scenes, I turn to my tarot. Okay, so the first card wants to be this one. There once was a pirate with a very talkative and colorful bird. He had buried his treasure, or he had placed his treasure chest in a place where he just couldn't remember where he placed it. Does that make sense? But on one of his journeys, he came across this woman and her pet elephant with the actual map of his buried treasure. And she was nice enough to give it to him, and he was able to find his treasure chest and be rich and piratey. The end. And that's that question. That is that question. Question number 4. I love those ones. Doesn't make sense, but whatever. So that is the hashtag storytimetarot by Chase at 2 Vowels. And those are the 4 questions. We'll see you guys later. Bye.